Hey, I was recently having a conversation with someone, and one of the things they said was, I can't do that today because I've got to do this over here. And they were talking about a commitment they had made. And they went on to say, I'm not necessarily looking forward to doing this over here, but it's something that I feel like the Lord has asked me to do earlier this year, and I need to keep following through with it. Can I just tell you, I was so encouraged to hear this person say that they were going to continue walking in obedience to the Lord, even if they didn't feel like it. Now, I realize that, like, when I say that out loud, that sounds like, well, that's Christianity 101, right? Of course, we ought to walk in obedience to God, even if it costs us something. But unfortunately, I see far too many Christians, in the Western world especially, live their life that's just absent of this basic conviction. And I think that we need to be reminded that we are citizens of God's kingdom before we're citizens or members of anything else, including our own kingdom. But even in our American culture, here's what we have. We have these two undercurrents. One is work hard and make sacrifices to get what you want. That's been the historical promise of the American dream. The second undercurrent is you don't need to work hard and make sacrifices to get what you want. Just be entitled, and it's someone else's responsibility to get you what you want, whether that be your parents or your employer or the government. Now, I realize that for many of us, the second paradigm is absolutely absurd, but neither the first one, you sacrifice to get what you want, nor the second one, others sacrifice to get you what you want, neither are the kingdom of God paradigm. The kingdom paradigm is that Jesus is Lord. Through his life, death, and resurrection, we have been accepted and grafted into his family and kingdom. And because he first loved us, we can love him and others, and now we serve in his kingdom at his pleasure. What this means is that he may ask us to work hard and make sacrifices, but it's not for us to get what our flesh wants. It's to get what his spirit wants. So I commend that person for walking in obedience, even in the face of inconvenience, even when they didn't feel like it, even if it means they don't get to do this thing or that thing over here, even if it means it cost them something and it's a sacrifice. They are placing more value on what they feel like God is requiring of them than their own desires and preferences. And that's part of living a lifestyle of worship to the Lord. And if this is how you are living your life, then I commend you too. Keep serving at the pleasure of King Jesus. He is worthy of your worship.